we will be seeing 2 top 5 quarterbacks being traded in this offseason alone. With Aaron Rodgers staying in the Packers, it didn't make it 3. But Russell Wilson being traded to the Denver Broncos for a load of assets made it 1. And then now Deshaun Watson will be getting traded this offseason, so that will be making it 2 quarterbacks in the top 5 being traded. That is crazy. But now let's talk about the 3 most realistic trading partners that the Texans can find to move on from Deshaun Watson. Number 1 is the Seattle Seahawks, who just got a whole bunch of picks and players that now could be making a move for Deshaun Watson after giving up their 33-year-old franchise QB, Russell Wilson. With the picks they have acquired, they could easily go out there and add a couple more picks and trade for Deshaun Watson. Yes, you heard me. Pete Carroll can go from Russell Wilson to Deshaun Watson from one year to another. Wouldn't that be crazy? Well, he's going to stay with the top 5 quarterback if he would be able to make this trade happen. And many sources are saying that the Seattle Seahawks will be pursuing Deshaun Watson. Now, does it make sense for both sides? Well, the Texans are looking for an asking price of 3 first-round picks, and I believe the Seahawks with this trade now have the assets in order to go out there and bid for Deshaun Watson. And Caserio, it will be happy with another team in the market for Deshaun Watson. Now, see, the Seahawks have a lot of weapons in the wide receiver positions with DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. And he will have better weapons that he had in Houston for a bit, even though he did have Hopkins, but he didn't really have much apart from Hopkins, unless you want to count Will Fuller. And then Brandon Cooks was there, but there was no Hopkins. Now I think this would be a good move for both sides because the division is getting weaker over there. The Cardinals are having problems, and the 49ers are going to be having a young quarterback with not much experience. So Deshaun Watson could make the Seattle Seahawks a contender if they make their cards right and give them a proper roster. Now, the second team, probably the most realistic one, is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, you heard me, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this is probably the one that I would bet money on because there were many reports before even Brian Flores was even signed by the Pittsburgh Steelers to their coaching staff that Brian Flores and Deshaun Watson will be on the same team by the end of the offseason. Now, Brian Flores has been signed to the Steelers coaching staff, so that only means one thing, that Deshaun Watson will be a Pittsburgh Steeler. Yes, you heard that right. Deshaun Watson will be traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. All this was coming out before Brian Flores was even signed by the Steelers, and now that he's there, it only makes sense that the Steelers go out there and trade for Deshaun Watson. And yes, I am willing to give up 3 first-round picks as long as he is innocent from all the allegations, but I would really love to see Deshaun Watson in a Pittsburgh Steelers jersey because I know this guy, a 26-year-old quarterback, has about 10 years in. He has 10 years left. 10 years of prime. I would love Deshaun Watson. He can bring in championship after championship. We have the roster to surround him. It would be great, and I'd be giving up 3 first-round picks. Why not? Why not? Let's do it. And now, for the last one. The last one that could trade for Deshaun Watson of the 32 teams in the NFL could be the Carolina Panthers. Yes, they have had a problem at QB since Cam Newton's MVP year. And I think trading for Deshaun Watson would finally solve that. They would have a proper quarterback instead of coming in and bringing in Sam Darnold. They got all these other guys. And now you're going to bring in Deshaun Watson, who is a top 5 quarterback, with Christian McCaffrey, who they might be moving on from this offseason. But with Deshaun Watson and Christian McCaffrey backfield, that would be probably one of the best in the league. And they also got guys like DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson. Now that would be a very good team and could easily make the playoffs in a weak division. Probably the weakest division in the league because Tampa Bay is falling apart. The Saints haven't been the same since Drew Brees. The Falcons are the Falcons. And now Deshaun Watson would easily go on to the Panthers and win the division and go to the playoffs, because that division is up for grabs, and we could be seeing another repeat in history there where none of the teams have a better record than 500 and one of them has to make the playoffs. Pretty crazy. But Deshaun Watson would make the Panthers easily a playoff team. But anyways, leave a comment down below where you think Deshaun Watson's heading, and please like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you guys.